Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I have a channel update video. If you guys aren't familiar with this, these are videos in which I talk about my future plans of my channel, some things that are going on, and I also thank everybody who super chatted me, super thanked me, and gave me a support through Patreon and channel memberships since the previous channel update video. And so starting off here, I want to thank my channel moderators. Thank you to Carlos, Fernando Martinez, Chasaruni, No Boring Commentary, Adam, Pudding Tasty Apples, TJ Lever, Saucer Cats, Brenadian Gaming, 226, and Zomb Affected Gaming 349. Thank you guys for the support. It does mean a lot to me. So it's basically been some time since I made one of these videos talking about mental health. I made a video over a year ago that I know people really liked, that I talked about a lot of stuff that I was going through in the past, and I wanted to make another video talking about a year after that video, how things have been going. And I wanted to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. You guys have recently helped me to hit 1,100,000 subscribers. I've been trying to get to 1,100,000 subscribers for a long time. I was just always near that 99,000 mark, and I was just trying so hard to get to 1,100,000. But you guys have helped me reach that goal, and I want to thank you guys so much. It means a lot to me. We're actually about to hit 1,101,000. I know that you guys see my channel, it says 1,100,000, but it only updates every 10,000 subscribers for everyone else. But on my end, I see we're really close to 1,101,000. So thank you guys for the support. It does mean a lot to me. I've been growing the channel, and we've been having a lot of fun with it. And I wanted to talk about how I basically have achieved my dreams, and you guys have helped me out a lot with that. Thank you guys. You guys have helped me get to where I am here. This channel would be nothing without you guys. If you guys weren't here to support me, if you guys weren't here to watch my videos, I wouldn't be at 1,100,000 subscribers. So I want to thank you guys. You guys are what made this channel. Without you guys, I wouldn't be anything. So thank you guys. I'm in a much better state than what I was years ago. I am the happiest that I have ever been in my life. I'm truly happy. I've dealt with a lot of, dumb crap in the past. I went through some things in college. I went through a lot of really toxic environment at work. I had such such toxic coworkers, dealt with some really annoying customers, spent 6 years in that. But when my channel took off and it just started growing, it helped me to get out of that environment. But I would say that the happiest that I've been is when I quit my job back in 2019, but also I would say 2020, when I really started like changing my channel up, and I started taking my channel a different direction. And I basically got my channel mostly away from GTA Online, which I still do GTA Online, but I got the channel away from GTA Online, and I expanded into so many different games. And that was basically my dream with the channel. That's what I've always wanted to accomplish with the channel, guys, is I wanted to take the channel in a different direction. I wanted to expand it to so many games, because I didn't want people coming to my channel and just basically thinking, oh, that's the guy who does GTA. Like, I wanted people to come to my channel and just look at my channel and see that I just do a variety of games. They see I do a lot of playthroughs. I don't mind people knowing me as, the GTA Online money grinder guy. I have no problem with that. But I don't want people knowing my channel as just GTA Online. Like, I wanted to expand it into so much stuff. And I think I've been successful in that, and you guys have helped me out a lot with that. And we have succeeded since 2020, when I first started expanding my channel. Like 4 years later, channel is still going strong, and we have expanded to so many different games. There are just so many different games I play that have nothing to do with GTA, and when I do series on them and videos on them, they're still pretty popular. They still get a decent amount of views. And about the views, what I'll say about this is I have this sometimes I have people that basically come to my channel, and the people that just come to my channel, I don't really see like the comments that like appeared like years ago, because years ago, when I started like expanding the channel and I started like playing other games and like doing other stuff, I had people that would come to the channel and basically they would complain and they would just spam comments. And it wasn't like everyone, most people were supportive, but I had like a group of people that were coming in and they were spamming a bunch of comments, and they were basically being, like I said a year ago, they were basically being really toxic, and they were just, constantly spamming, like, where is GTA Online? When are you going to play GTA Online? When I did so many GTA Online videos, I just wanted to, try playing other games, doing guides on other games, doing playthroughs on other games, doing lore videos on other games. Other games that meant a lot to me, other games that I liked, and I wanted to share my experience with you guys. And so for me, it really doesn't matter about the views. I know that people are going to be surprised for me saying that as a YouTuber, is the views really don't matter to me that much, guys. It's like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, is I would prefer every single video to get like a ton of views. I think every YouTuber would, but I'm not gonna be like that guy that's just gonna sit there and like obsess over views and be like, oh, this video only got, this amount of views, and this video did better, and like, just getting all hurt and offended because like a video didn't do as well as like I expected it to. So the views on a video don't bother me. I've learned to get past that, and I just basically do whatever I feel like doing. It's whatever I feel like playing, I will do. Like, a perfect example is that I have been doing Ace Attorney. And right now on Ace Attorney, I'm actually on my 50th part on Ace Attorney. And there's still probably going to be 10 more parts of the game. It's actually the longest series that I've ever done. Been doing it since February. And it's because it's been such a long series, that's just, over 50 parts. That's why it's, and combining with other playthroughs, that's why it's basically taken so long to finish that playthrough. It's a very long, series. It's because it's a Apollo Justice trilogy. It's 3 games in 1. But the point that I'm getting at here is that Ace Attorney is not as popular of a series compared to like other games. Like, some of the Ace Attorney videos get like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 views, like compared to like, LA Noire, for example, that usually gets like 10,000 views on like each video. I will still do Ace Attorney, and I'm doing it. And the reason that I'm doing it is because the number one reason I'm doing a game like Ace Attorney is because I like Ace Attorney, and it's one of my all-time favorite games. And so for those people that like show up to like some of my Ace Attorney videos, I know I shouldn't be giving them attention, but I just want to basically, explain my position here, because I'm just tired of people trying to put words in my mouth, and people like coming into the, some of the videos and just basically in the comments saying, oh, this guy is like over 100,000 subscribers, but he's getting like, 4,000 views on like, these videos. Like I said, is the views don't matter to me. What matters to me is doing what I ultimately am happy about, what I ultimately enjoy. And I like Ace Attorney. I like it a lot. I have a lot of fun playing the game. I dressed up as Apollo Justice. I have like a whole cosplay for it, and it's really fun and enjoyable to play. And what I love about Ace Attorney, the reason that I like it, is I like the story so much. I know some people might not like all the text and stuff like that reading, but I generally like the stories in those. Some of those cases are really well done, and I love the twist. The twist that appear in a lot of the cases, like a lot of the stuff, that crazy things that just come out of nowhere you don't expect, and like trying to figure it out. Like when you try to figure it out and you put everything together, and basically you catch the killer, you catch the right person that's doing it all, that's lying about the whole case, and you basically catch them in that big lie, and you expose their big lie. That's what I love about Ace Attorney. So that's why I've always enjoyed the series. It's like I did Ace Attorney Chronicles years ago, and I'll also be doing Miles Edgeworth Investigations, which comes out in September. Point that I'm ultimately getting with this is that I will play, whatever game I want to play, whatever game I enjoy. If you guys always want to suggest a game to me, I'm always down to that. So whenever any people suggest me to play a game, I will always, listen to suggestions, and always open to playing any kind of games that people want. But when, basically I'm explaining my perspective as a YouTuber when it comes to views, is once I've gotten past the views, and I don't let the views get to me anymore, because years ago I used to, and I used to go crazy with the views, and I used to basically, how I used to look at things, I used to look at things that if a video doesn't get like a certain amount of views within 48 hours, I felt like that project failed. But I learned to get past that, and some of these videos that I've done, like within the first 48 hours, they don't get that many views, but then I come back to them years later, and I look at the videos, and I see like, dozens of people subscribe from that video, and the video has grown over time. So some of these videos aren't like something that's gonna, blow up overnight, but I wish that more YouTubers would understand that. So ultimately, guys, it's not about the views, it's about playing whatever, doing whatever I enjoy, and whatever makes me happy. That's ultimately it, is that Ace Attorney might not be a very popular series compared to some of my other projects. However, though, what makes me really happy, and what pushes me to make more Ace Attorney videos, is when I go in the comment section of my Ace Attorney videos, and I see that there's people that are in the comments, and they're actively discussing like the story in the game. They're actively discussing it, and they're laughing at my reaction to some of the things. Because people like my reactions to a lot of the stuff. And also, I will tell you, is that a lot of people laugh at my reactions, but But when it comes to like my reactions and the commentary that I give, a lot of times I'm not trying to be funny. It's just sometimes the way that I describe things, I guess people interpret that as being funny, like my reaction to certain things. But I'm not trying to be funny. But I guess that's just the way that some people. I'm totally fine with that. I actually enjoy it when people like my reactions and find some of my reactions funny. But my specialty has never been comedy. I've never been good at comedy. I've never been good at making people laugh. My specialty is always explaining things, like explaining things, explaining history, explaining like characters, their background stories. That's what I've always been good at. I always like giving commentary, and when I'm playing through games, explaining certain things, especially if we're playing a historical game, explaining like things that happened in that time period and stuff like that. But that's basically what I like doing. Is like I like going through like a lot of these videos, these playthroughs, and it also like LA Noir and stuff like that. And I look at like the comments, and people are like excited. They're discussing the story, they're discussing my reactions, and they're asking about the next part. So even if a series like Ace Attorney might not get that many views, when I look at the comments and I see the people in the comments are just really enjoying the series, and they're asking me directly like when's the next part, is I'm gonna keep continuing it because I like the game, and I love that people are supporting me on projects like that. So I do want to thank everybody who has supported me and my projects, and you guys have given me confidence and have helped me to branch out my channel. So ultimately, I don't think that YouTubers should just look at the views. I think that old YouTubers should just get past the views and just do what makes you happy. Maybe you'll make less money, on certain projects, sure, but you'll be more happier generally. And that's the thing is, I used to make more money on YouTube back in like 2019, 2020. Like my GTA videos were at, much bigger than they are now. But that doesn't really matter to me anymore, because what matters to me is that I've grown my channel. I have a decent audience that likes my content, enjoys my content, and I'm happy with the money that I have. I'm happy with the subscribers that I have, and I like doing what I'm doing. So I'm not gonna be like one of those people that's just gonna suck up to whatever might get the most views. My lore videos, my lore projects do get the most views, but those projects are pretty difficult to make, and I usually make those projects like once a month. So I like to focus on content also in between, like a lot of my lore videos. So I don't think that YouTubers should really focus that much on the views and go crazy with the views. I think that they should do whatever their heart tells them to do, and do whatever game you want to do, because I just like it that I can, sit down and I can, and I can play whatever game I want to play, and I will have people that support me, and people that come to my channel and they watch my content, not necessarily because of the game that I'm playing, but because they want to see me. And they want to see, me play through the game and see my reactions and see my commentary. That means a lot to me, and I see that there's people that support me, and I do want to thank people for that. And I feel that that you guys have helped me basically achieve my dreams. I am the happiest I've ever been in my life, and I want to really thank people for that. I truly mean that, and this comes from the bottom of my heart. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. I'm very, very happy. I am also running 2 rental properties right now. I have 2 properties that I rent out to people, so I have a side business as well, and I like running that side business. I help my tenants out a lot. Dishwasher recently broke at one of my places, but I got on it really quickly. I hired a handyman, and we had took out an old dishwasher, and I got a brand new dishwasher installed for them. And I also like doing that. I like managing my properties. I like helping out my tenants. So I like I'm very happy in my life. I'm able to do what I truly enjoy doing. I have my own business, and I also have my YouTube channel, which I make money from as well. And I like that I could, sit down, play these games for you guys, get these costumes. And another thing that I wanted to discuss is I always like making the cosplays. I know some people might find that weird, like the cosplays and the costumes, but it's actually something that I like doing a lot. And and when it comes to the costumes, the costumes, people ask me a lot about that. It's like, where do you get all these costumes from? They also ask me like, why do you dress up as the characters? Like, they're just, some people like it. Most people I've seen like it. Some people are like weirded out by it, but they still like it. There's only a very small amount of people that don't like it generally. But the reason that for the costumes, all that other stuff, and the reason I put so much work into it is because I wanted to do something on my channel to basically make my channel different from other people. Like, I wanted to do something unique, something that nobody else has done before. And it's like when I'm thinking on it, like even my GTA Online guides, like for example, they might be unique in like the ways that I suggest to make money. Like my guides personally, maybe they're unique, like compared to other people, but it's still part of the game. It's still like GTA Online. Other people play GTA Online. Other people make money. They might make guides similar to mine also, but it's still like something that other people have done. Plenty of people make money guides on GTA Online. And so I wanted to make something on my channel, some type of content that I was known for, something unique, something different, something that nobody else has done before. And basically, how it started was it started back in 2020 when, COVID was happening. We were stuck inside and I had a lot of time on my hands. And I was thinking about how to expand my channel. And I was basically thinking, like, I want to do playthroughs. Like, I want to expand the channel into playthroughs. And I was thinking, like, how do I do these playthroughs? Because I did playthroughs before that, but they didn't have camera. And it just had commentary. And I was thinking, like, if I do a playthrough without a camera and just commentary, yeah, people will watch it, but it's not any different than what other people are doing. And I was thinking if I do a camera, that might add more views to it. More people might come by it because they want to see my live reaction on the side, but it's something people have also done. So I was thinking, what can I really do? And what I did was, when I did my Dead Rising playthrough back in, 2020, I put, like, a little camera around my neck, like, to try to cosplay as Frank. And it was my first attempt at, like, a cosplay. It wasn't really that, good. But then I was thinking, what if I, kick this up a notch? What if I, try to, do something even more than this? And what really started it was my Watch Dogs playthrough. My Watch Dogs playthrough, the 2020 playthrough, not the one that I recently did, because I recently did it again. But the 2020 playthrough is, I put a lot of work into that costume. And I had, gotten the Aiden Pierce jacket, which I still wear, Aiden Pierce hat, Aiden Pierce bandana mask, and dressed up as Aiden Pierce. I cosplayed as him, and basically my whole idea for that, my whole justification for that, was that I'm doing something very unique. I'm actually dressing up as Aiden Pierce himself, and I wanted to see how people reacted to it. And people were weirded out at first by it, but people liked it a lot. And then I was thinking, I'm gonna, expand this, and I'm gonna keep going. And here we are, 4 years later, and I have dressed up as just so many different characters, from Tommy Vercetti, Nico Bellic, which I'm actually wearing, like, my Nico Bellic sweater right now for this. Dressed up as Luis Lopez, Johnny. I've dressed up as pretty much all the GTA characters, Claude, CJ. I've done cosplays very similar to all of them. But not just that, I've even taken cosplays to games like SOCOM, like, Apollo Justice, LA Noir. I even dressed up for Fight Night Champion. Like, I made a boxing outfit for that too. And I just keep going. Saints Row. The purple suit with the hat. Saints Row 1 and 2. So there's just so many cosplays that I've done. And for people wondering, how big is your closet? Well, my closet is pretty big. I know people are making fun of that. It's like I look at the comments, and, like, you guys leave in the comments and you guys say that I wonder how big this guy's closet is. Like, I look at those comments, and the reality of it is my closet is actually packed with costumes. It actually is. Like, I have so many costumes. Maybe I'll do a video one day just showing off all the different costumes, but that actually pretty long video, because I just have so many costumes. Maybe I'll do a video just showing all the GTA costumes and all the GTA cosplays. That'll be a little easier to make. But yeah, I would like to do a video on that. But that's basically the idea behind the cosplay playthroughs. Is I wanted to do something different, and I wanted to put, like, maximum work into, like, every single cosplay that I have, and that's basically on the cosplay playthroughs. The lore projects are, another thing. Those are my most popular ones. The lore projects are just something different than, like, guides. They're just explaining something from a, explaining a story. Because the thing is about it is, like I said, money guides are something that people do in general. It's not something unique, something different. But when it comes to lore, the cosplay playthroughs, that's something different. But also the lore videos is, when it comes to lore, is not everybody's going to interpret lore the exact same way. Somebody might interpret a character two people might interpret a character very differently, and it's, I would say, up to opinion on how you interpret a character. Some people might have more evidence behind their claims, but some people, they might still have a good argument on why they feel about a certain character the way that they do. And so that was my specialty, I always felt, with lore, is that when it comes to lore projects, is I like explaining, like, characters and their backstories, and what they're doing, and why they do what they do, maybe what happened to them, basically stuff like that. People enjoy that. I try to make one lore project every month, but sometimes it's just really hard because I just have so many other playthroughs and live streams and other projects that I got coming up. But I'm doing my best to try to have one good lore video a month, which is, speaking of, bringing me to my last point, which is about projects to come. So I have a bunch of projects coming up. Right now we are going to finish up Apollo Justice, and we're going to finish up Fallout 3, because I got 2 playthroughs left, and I just want to finish those up before I start anything else. But once we finish up Fallout 3, and we finish up Apollo Justice, what we will be doing in September is we will be doing 3 playthroughs in September. We will be doing Metal Gear Solid 1, the PS1 game, and I'll have a cosplay for Solid Snake. I've actually never really played Metal Gear Solid 1, the PS1, so you guys will see it. Like, I had it when I was a kid, but I never completed it. I never beat it, and I don't even remember any of the story. So I beat Metal Gear Solid 2. That one I did beat when I was a kid, but I never beat Metal Gear Solid 1. So you guys will see my reaction playing through Metal Gear Solid 1, playing the PS1 version. I'll be playing the one in the PlayStation Store, that one that they released with the collection. But you guys will see that. That's been a heavily requested one. That's actually been a fan suggestion. People have requested I play Metal Gear Solid 1, and we will be doing a playthrough that, have a great costume for that. We will be doing also Miles Edgeworth Investigations. It's in the Ace Attorney series. So Miles Edgeworth takes place in the Ace Attorney universe, so it is technically an Ace Attorney game, but it's where you play as a prosecutor. So it's the first time where you actually play as a prosecutor, because the other ones you always play as an attorney, but this is the first one where you play as a prosecutor. So that's going to be a very different, take on it. And we will also be doing the Dead Rising remake, the Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. We'll be doing that. That's the game that I'm looking forward to the most this year. And we'll probably play through Black Ops 6 in October when that comes out. And I know people have requested the Yakuza games. That's one that I want to make a video on the Yakuza games. I just don't know when I'll get around to it, but I just want to finish up a lot of these other playthroughs because I know Yakuza is very long. But that's basically for the playthroughs. That's what I will be playing. In October, what I might want to do also is I might want to do World at War, because World at War, my video from 4 years ago for World at War, basically the video that I made 4 years ago, that video is not striked anymore. I got a strike 4 years ago for it, and that video is not striked anymore. I've been found, not guilty. Basically, 4 years ago, I uploaded a playthrough of World at War, only my first part, and it got struck down. And every single time I tried to go to YouTube support, and I tried to, explain to YouTube, and I tried to, get YouTube to remove it, YouTube would just say, oh, you violated these guidelines. They would send me a list, but they would refuse to explain. And it's been back and forth like that for 4 years. Every year, I'd always send them an email, and they wouldn't do anything about it. But when I got assigned a partner manager on YouTube, she has been very helpful, and I want to thank her a lot for the support and help, and giving me tips on how to expand my channel. She's been very helpful. She has actually helped take care of that strike for me. So within 24 hours, she removed that strike, and the video was fully reinstated. 4 years later, which I'm very grateful to her for helping me out with that. Thank you so much. But I will be doing a playthrough in in October, probably, for World at War. Now that I don't have to worry about strikes from that game, and I got struck for a community guidelines violation. That's what I got struck for in World at War. So now that that strike is gone, I can play that game again. We're gonna be a lot of fun, and we can do Black Ops 1 and get through that, and probably do Black Ops Cold War before we get to Black Ops 6. But that's pretty much the projects that I got coming up. I also have a lore project, one on LA Noire, that I'm actually working on. Give me a couple days, maybe a week. Probably sometime next week it's going to come out. But basically what it's going to be is it's going to be a video explaining a secret in one of the cases. One of the cases in LA Noire has a secret that a lot of people didn't notice. There's actually a hidden detail in one of the cases. It's not even about the serial killer cases. It's actually about one of the other cases in the game. There's actually something hidden that a lot of people haven't realized about it. Something about the real killer in one of the cases. But it's going to be a really good video. I don't want to spoil what it's going to be, but I think that people are going to really enjoy it. And that is pretty much it for what I wanted to talk about in this video. I wanted to talk about, my view on, views, and, and want to thank people for getting to 1,100,000. So ultimately, just summarizing is I got a bunch of projects coming up in, September and October, a bunch of new playthroughs. We're going to be taking the channel in a lot of directions. And yes, I will be cosplaying for all the playthroughs, including Miles Edgeworth investigations. Yes, I'll be cosplaying as Miles Edgeworth. But I want to thank you guys for the support. You guys have helped me out a lot, and I will always do, whatever my heart tells me to do, whatever game I want to do. So, for all those people who, come to my videos and just, spam, oh, your videos get, less views and you got 1 million subscribers, is, I'm going to play whatever game I want to play. Is, the views don't matter to me. It just matters to me what I want to enjoy playing. I'm always open to suggestions, but I'm always going to play what I want to, play. I'm not going to give in to peer pressure. I'm always going to take suggestions of what people say, don't get me wrong. But I'm not going to stop, a series like Ace Attorney because somebody's in the comments writing that, that it's not getting enough views. It's ultimately what I want to play, and I enjoy a game like Ace Attorney, so I'm going to play what I want to play, regardless of the views. Thank you guys for helping me to hit 1,100,000. I'm the happiest that I've ever been in my life, and I feel like I've pretty much achieved my dreams in life. Is I'm able to do something that I fully enjoy. I absolutely love my job. I love making this content for you guys. I also like managing my rental property business. I'm happy. I'm in a good state, and there's nothing really that's bothering me in life. So thank you guys for the support. It's not like, years ago when I was just dealing with so much stress and pressure and just, bad things going on in my life and also at my job. But now today I'm in a good state. I don't have any issues, none of that stuff that I'm going through. And a huge part of that is your support. You guys have helped me get out of that toxic work environment that I was in, by supporting this channel. And you guys have given me confidence, and especially when I expanded my channel to other stuff, people supporting me, people telling me to, pursue, do what I want to do, to follow my dreams. You guys have been very supportive, and I do want to thank you for that. You guys have helped me to achieve my dreams, and you guys are awesome. This channel would be absolutely nothing without you guys. Thank you guys for watching. If any of you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know down below. I will try to respond to as many people as I can. So thank you guys for the help. Again, thank you for helping me to achieve 1,100,000. You've helped me to achieve my dreams, and you have helped me to achieve my goals in life. And I'm very grateful to everyone for that. Thank you very much, guys.